Welcome to my February bullet journal setup. This month is based on the Herbology class in Harry Potter. As you can see, the first page is a quote about Hufflepuffs. The main reason I chose this quote is because the head of Hufflepuff House is the Herbology teacher. I spend a lot of time on the first page. Well, I spent a lot of time on all the pages. But I didn't really plan any colors or anything for the first page. I do add a little bit later on, but that's it. Around here, right after I did the February, the camera turned off and I didn't notice right away. So there's a bit of footage missing of me drawing in the tree. I only caught it once I was out, just before I started coloring in. Here at the bottom, I put in a little hint to the secret way that's down below, added a few more details for the bark, and a tiny bit of color for the rest of the tree. And then I added the bit of color behind the Hufflepuff. For my monthly spread, I did a devil's snare on the right side, which I do later. And I did these hanging pots that are just coming down from the ceiling. The very right one was inspired by a plant I looked up, which name I cannot remember, but the other ones are just random plants. They weren't really any specific kind. I'm really sorry that my hand gets in the way for a lot of the drawing and writing, and my hair sort of sometimes peeks into the frame because I'm leaning over. I'm gonna be more careful for the next one, if I do a next one, to either angle my camera differently or to hold the pen differently. For the numbers and the calendar, I did these little pots. I was thinking about adding plants in them that are growing over the month, but I got tired of it and didn't get around to it. I also messed up the numbering. I was a little distracted talking to someone and I missed the number 13, so I had to go in and white out some of the numbers and then add them in again. You'll see me do a lot of erasing, and that's because I draw pretty much everything in pencil first before I add it in pen. Just to let you know, this is not a quick process. I had about 2.5 hours of footage. Although usually I don't do this all at one time or even in one day. I usually start a few days before the next month and do the first few pages that are more decorative before I actually get to the pages that I need. And of course the 2.5 hours of footage was without any of the planning in pencil. That was just drawing it out in pen and coloring stuff in. I found this idea online. I don't remember whose it was. I just googled bullet journal plant ideas and I saw someone had done a page of just mushrooms for a mood tracker. These aren't any specific mushrooms. I just really like the idea. My expense pages is very simple, but I left the bottom empty. I didn't put anything there because I never know how many expenses or income I have in a given month. So last month I filled up the entire page with different transactions, so I left the bottom empty in this one as well. Here I picked some colors for my mood tracker. I picked pretty random colors because I wanted the plants to look more magical and not as boring. And I also saw a picture, this is a completely random picture, of garden decoration mushrooms that were different colors, and it was called Fairy Garden, and it was really cute, and so I'm kind of hoping it'll look like that in the end when I'm done. I colored in the first day for yesterday off camera because I thought I was done with the page, but then I wanted to add a touch of color to pull it all together for the stems, and I also wasn't planning to color the stems in with the color of each day, so I thought I needed something a little more there. The theme for my first week of February is mandrakes. As you'll see, I decorated the bottom of the page with them. I added the first 3 days in just a little bit there because technically I only like putting one full week on one page, but I didn't want these 3 days to get lost because I wasn't gonna use them in January. I added the mandrakes in pencil while I wasn't recording, just because I wasn't sure how long that was gonna take, because I hadn't really planned them. I did end up coloring them green instead of totally brown because I found the quote from the book that said that they were a light green, and they're only usually imagined as brown because that's what they look like in the movie. So I did a bit of both. I did the lines in brown and the body in green. And here's the finished product. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll all join me next time. Bye bye!